Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Kit Conspiracy layout for you guys today. And today I am still working with my paper pack. I have, oh golly, I think 5 photos that I would like to put on a single page layout. I also am going to be using this Dusty Attic, I think it's called postcard stencil. I'm not sure which way, if I have it right, maybe that way. It's so like illegible that I don't know if I can tell how it's supposed to go or not. These are the inks that I will be using today. The gray one is an oxide. The other 3 are distress inks. And then I have my blending brushes. I also brought back these All in Create stamps. One is stamped stories and the other one is Explorer's Layers. So I've got those 2 stamps that I would like to incorporate in my background today. And then I picked out a couple things. I've got a paper clip from the Traveler's Clips, and then the charm is from the monthly box that I released back in February. I also have a couple cut apart out pieces that I cut out from the paper collection, the Adventures Log paper collection. I've got a couple other things in here that I did as well. These 2 pieces came from the Echo Park frames and tags set right here. It says, "Let's go travel." So I just pulled those out. I've got them actually all sitting on a tray, so that way I don't have to keep opening the packaging. These 2 pieces also came from the monthly box that I released back in February. And the wax seal, I actually tried to rub something on it, so it's a little dirty. These are also a couple cut aparts from the paper collection. That there's the other side, and it kind of matches what I've already got laying down. And then I have some wood veneer. These ones are the ticket pieces from the shop, and then the sketchy palm trees. So I've got those as well. So super fun little thing. I actually don't know if I show you guys that I color the palm trees. I don't remember now. So I'm going to use the cut apart of the other side. I'm actually going to use the blue side of this cut apart sheet. I have my scrap piece of brown paper that wasn't scrap yesterday, but it is scrap today. You guys, to be honest, I totally forgot. Well, 2 things here. I forgot to pull in some photo mats. Like, I am not okay with bringing in photo mats. I also have this half sheet here of the postmarks. I'm going to be using the postmark side, but the other side is green. So for the effect that I'm going to go for here, I wanted the blue on the other side. I didn't want the green. So I'll share it with you guys here in a minute. Actually, I get a little confused. I don't know where to start on this layout, so I'm all over the place. But I always start with cutting and matting my photos. That way that part is done and over with, and I don't have to keep all that stuff hanging about. I also decided to keep in the fact that I am going to use my edge distressor. So that's why you get to see this part. Normally I cut this part out, but in Facebook, I have had a lot of people ask, how do you use the edge distressor? Like, I bought it because I saw people use it. I really like it, but I don't understand how to use it. So I thought I would leave it in here since most of the time I am off camera doing this because I don't like doing this over my project. And also too, it's pretty boring. It's just me roughing up the edges. So I hold it in my hand. A lot of people hold it differently. But this is how I hold it in my hand. And then I literally just hold it in place and move my hand down the paper with the tool. I try not to move the paper and keep the tool stationary, because when I do that, I gouge my paper a lot more than if I move the tool along my paper. All right. So yes, I did. I ended up accidentally not recording the fact that I was going to color my palm trees. So I just took 2 of the inks that I had going on and used my blending brushes and colored them with the green, which I think was Old Olive. Or crushed olive. Old Olive is Stampin' Up color. Sorry. And then I used the frayed burlap for my tree trunks. Now I'm using my speckled egg for the blue background for the stencil. I'm not looking for full coverage. I'm not looking for perfect stenciling, you guys. I wasn't looking for a deep, dark background. And I just really want this to fade in the background. Now I'm using my hand as a stamping block because that's how I roll when it comes to mixed media. They are not straight going across the page. They are just fine. And in fact, it's just one of those things. So I'm bouncing back and forth between this distress ink in old paper. It's like a really weird greeny brown color. It's not let's be honest, I think I've only used this twice. It's not my favorite color, but it is cool to have on hand when you need that grungy effect. It really does add to the grunge, if I'm being honest. So this is frayed burlap. I am adding back in. Most of this stuff gets covered up, you guys. I only cared where my paper was going to go. After that, I did not care where where my photos overlapped, what was going to be seen. I literally just started stamping, and I didn't know if there was going to be gaps in the photo. I didn't know really how my design was going to play out, and so I just wanted it to stamp. Well, it's too crisp and clean and clear, just like yesterday, so I am going to try my hardest not to over ink my blending brush. So one of the things that I'm trying not to do is get that harsh blend line that you do when you really want to saturate it with color. So I'm just trying to dirty up my paper so it's not crisp and clean. And that is where I came from. All right, so I went ahead and put down my, what is that? Postcard paper. Yep, that's what that is. And then I'm going to do this where it looks like I bent my paper over, like I bent it backwards. Like this paper was supposed to be part of this paper, but because I didn't like the green, I couldn't do that effect. So I'm just using this blue to make it look like it's a folded piece of paper on my layout. So it's just a trick of the eye type of thing, right? So yeah, I just wanted that. And now I'm just going to stack my photos up. And truth be told, I have one too many photos, and I thought, well, where am I going to put this little photo? I wanted to keep that little photo because it has a post sign, not a post sign. It's got a sign that says, "Hey, you're at the seawall." So we're basically driving along the edge of the ocean when we are checking out this whole roller coaster pier fun ride thing. And then of course they've got lots of piers, but they're not man-made. Like they look like they were just a bunch of rocks and they lead out to the middle of the ocean. It was so windy and so weathery this day that, to be honest, the waves were going over these little piers. It was kind of cool. I thought it was neat. I tried to get it as we were driving by. This was the best picture without objects blurred in the foreground. It was great. Lynn took the pictures of the front of the entrance to the pier. I think it's called Pleasure Pier. And then, of course, she took this beautiful picture of the side view of the pier, the Pleasure Pier. And then I'm not sure who, I think it's Lynn, took the picture of the sign that says Seawall. And then it says when, like 1903. And then the end date, which I thought was weird. I don't understand what the end date was for. I'm going to have to do some research on that. I did not do very good research for my voiceover today, you guys. That's horrible of me. So I do have two different titles. One says, Let's Travel Together, I think is what it says. Let's Go Travel Together. I forgot a word. And then the other one says, Where we go with all of our hearts. And to be honest, I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. I really liked this light blue because I was going for this light blue background and my paper was light blue, all this good stuff, but I didn't have a spot for it. Like I didn't leave any room to put my acrylic piece. So I kept the Let's Go Travel Together and I really liked it. I love the addition of these seagulls because we are by the ocean, right? That's kind of where seagulls hang out. So I did like that. And I love the little postage sign behind my double palm trees going on there. I just thought, oh, that's perfect because I've got a sign in my photos and stuff like that. So I'm going to double wrap around. I thought about wrapping it just the short way, and then I thought, no, I really wanted it wrapped the long way, and that's how I'm going to hang down. I think that's a passport charm I've got going on because we're traveling, right? We just got from the airport and into our Uber, and the Uber driver was fabulous, by the way, you guys. This guy was, here's my card, use me, right? He took us to the pier where we were going to get on our cruise boat, told us where to go, told us where to pick him, where this is where I will pick you up at. I mean, he was very informative. He got up at but 30 in the morning the next day to come and take us to the pier again. It was just fabulous. I just really liked how he was. And then he's like, yeah, when you come back, call me for the next cruise. I will take you. And it's like, oh, that is so cool. And then he was there 7 days later and took us back to the airport. It was awesome. I really did like it. And it's because we're scrapbookers and we talk too much, right? That's probably what it was. Making friends with the Uber driver. It was great, you guys. It really was. All right. So anyways, that is my layout for today. I had a blast putting this layout together, making the mixed media in the background. That's not very much mixed media, but it still makes an impact and has that really cool effect in the background. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have down below, please, and thank you. Don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel. She is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I'll check y'all later. Bye.